Okay, first of all, Naomi Keegan, thank you so much. I freaking love that you just asked me. I love engagement. It's so fun. So I love that you just asked me a question, and that was wonderful in the sense of that, what do I mean that we get to experience it? And so it's easier for me to leave a video than attempt to write it out. But I live very energetically. Everything's energy, right? And everything just resonates at a vibrational frequency. And it's, there's lower frequency and higher frequency. And lower frequency, it breaks things down, doesn't feel good in our bodies, and it's uncomfortable, whatever. And then higher frequency, it's a lighter, more anabolic frequency, and it's light, it feels good, and it's a heightened energy, if you will. And so it's simply energy, and as humans we label it good, bad, so on and so forth. And so when I think about that, and every thought resonates at a certain frequency, feelings resonate at certain frequencies, and the thing about it though is that they're all available at all moments. And when I think about that, I go, okay, if we have over 60,000 thoughts in a day, we're essentially just like, they're on repeat mostly, and most of them are on the lower frequency, catabolic, survival thinking. And we get kind of stuck in these neural patterns of, focusing on the problem, on what's wrong, or what's not working, or all the things we have to do, or there's not enough time, and there's not enough this, and so on and so forth, or fear and worry and all of those different kind of lower frequency things that you practice them and you do them long enough over and over again and over and over again, they start to get familiar in our body and in our mind and in our thinking and in our feelings, and they become almost like home base, like super familiar, and we're always going to move toward what's familiar and move away from what's unfamiliar. And so I almost think about thoughts like they're going and floating overhead, and if we're used to a certain thought like I'll never be that, and that's for them and not for me, or why does this always happen to me? We're more likely going to tether to that thinking, which it will inevitably, it will experience a certain feeling from that, and it's usually a lower frequency with that kind of thought. And the way that I think about it is that all thoughts are available. So it's our perspective, it's the way we decide to see, and the thought we're thinking, and the belief behind the thought we're thinking, which will inevitably will experience a feeling from it. And so if they're all available, right, we look at something and we go, oh no, that's a problem, when we're going to experience a feeling from it. Well, that means that there's also an opportunity, right? That's a shift of perspective. So if in that moment we see that problem from a different perspective, and we see it as an opportunity for growth, for change, for evolution, we get excited about it, all of a sudden we start to feel different feelings like excitement and joy. And so they're available for us, and it's tuning in. And I'm a big believer of getting the body, the physiology involved, because it's one thing to know it, but if your body's habitually patterned to experience tension and anxiety, which is pretty much the old me would live in, like swimming in it, you know what I mean? And I trained my body to get more familiar and comfortable with the feelings and sensations of joy, ease, peace, and I practice that. Like even right now, I was like, okay, I'm going to take my body, I'm in Boulder, it's really hot and it's beautiful, so I was like, I'm going to take my body down to the creek and put my feet on the dirt, maybe dance under the trees, go into the water, and I get to practice inviting in relaxing, ease, different thinking, like there's plenty of time, and I get to enjoy life and all these different things. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't have the thinking that comes in that attempts to no, there's not enough time, you have to go, you can't do that, da 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 da. So I get familiar, and so the energy is right there. When astrologically, when there's a heightened frequency occurring, when there's a lot of that energy, we can almost capitalize it because it's pretty potent, And so tuning ourselves to the things that feel good, that bring us joy, it really starts to shift ourselves, so we get to experience those just as much as we get to experience the lower frequencies. So hopefully that makes sense, and thank you again so much for asking. So here's the Boulder Creek. I'm going to go into the water over there. But it's simply gorgeous. It's just beautiful. Yay!